musical stylings of your hosts this evening, and Miss Cavita is no exception. We know that you are a pop singer.
Yes, I am. I'm a singer-songwriter and I produce my own music and release it on Spotify and Apple Music.
Wow, isn't it amazing that we have OPM as our theme tonight?
When I found out it was OPM, I was beyond thrilled to have our Filipino artists perform on the Miss World Philippines stage.
Wow, so I'm sure you have a favorite in mind. Do you mind singing us a sample of your favorite song?
Okay, so my favorite
OPM, ha?
OPM song
Ba?
must be Oo by Abdul Madam.
Let's go.
Di mo lang alam, naiisip kita, baka sakali lang maisip mo ako. Di mo lang alam, hanggang sa gabi, inaasam makita kang muli.
Wow! Ladies and gentlemen, another big round of applause for Diamante from Cavite. Thank you so much,
Thank you
Miss
so much.
Cavite.
Maleke, Queen. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Queen. I have yet to get my chicken breast from
Yes,
you.
how many kilos do you want?
Oh my gosh. I want a lifetime supply.
Oh, sure.
You mentioned in your intro video that you're a proud Palenque queen who sells meat in the wet market. You know, whenever we go to the market, sellers always call us ganda or pogi. Diba, Bailey? Never. Are all your customers pretty and handsome?
Yes, I am proud to be a Palenque queen and my TikTok account with more than 350,000 and has 4.9 million views with my experience or showcase my working at our local market, and it was an order that I went through, but I always remember that I need to do this to help my family with our finances.
Wow, well said. A true beauty with a purpose. Thank you, Miss Pampanga. Let's move. Reyes.
Hi, Jerica. Good evening.
Jerica, you're a musician. You play both the violin and the piano. And you're also an athlete, a footballer and a boxer. If you're in a conflict with someone and you can only use either your music or your athleticism to resolve the conflict, which one will you choose?
Ooh, definitely music, because music unites everyone, don't you think? Our theme is literally OPM, and it's music, we're all here, we're all singing. Even if you don't have a good voice, you can still sing, right? So,
Thank
definitely
you.
music. It unites everyone, I love it.
That makes me feel
Well, I just
so
say that, you know,
much better.
Your voice is really beautiful, Maria. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Miss Central Visayas.
Round of applause. Thank you so much, Jerica. See? See? It was good.
Okay.
It was good.
Candidate is Malay Balay Bukidnon, attorney Dolly. Wow, who in her spare time does pro bono work. Amazing. Hi, Miss Jolly. You're a lawyer and a teacher who champions culture for the 7 tribes of Malay Balay Bukidnon. Hypothetically, would you take on a case if it means you'll beat your ex who happened to be in the opposing council?
Oh my gosh! An ex. Well, definitely, if it's for justice and if it's for fighting what is right, then definitely I take the case and beat my ex. After all, he's already my ex. What happened before is all in the past. We should move on and fight for justice and what is right. Thank you.
And that would be you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Miss Malay Balay Bukidnon.
Kawawang ex. That's all I have to
Kawawang
say.
ex niya, truly.
Nabugbog si ex ngayong gabi.
Oo nga. I hope you're not watching tonight.
It's okay, keep watching. This one's for you. Anyways, who's next?
Up next, we have Miss Baguio City, Miss Krishna Graffiti. Content creator and specialist, and she's passionate about music and sustainable fashion. It's great that you're passionate about your pets. Can you tell us why you have 8 dogs? Parang 8 cats, no? Ano ba?
I have 8 dogs actually. Because I
Wow.
grew up in a compassionate family. Ever since I was a kid, I can see my mother rescuing cats and dogs everywhere, like literally. Every time I go home after school, I can see a new cat in our home. So now I have 8 dogs, and you know what? One fact, the alpha of the pack is an aspen, asong Pinoy, and a rescued one. Yeah, and now I'm advocating for animal welfare as well.
Wow, thank you so much, Baguio City!
Thank you so much. Love it.
It's Maria Andrea. She is a host, just like us.
Let me step aside here.
Oh
You
my
have the
goodness.
microphone.
She's a TVC model and courtside reporter. Now, as a courtside reporter in a male-dominated industry, does it help to embrace a girly and charming persona or a more one-of-the-boys approach?
I think when you're in the sports industry, you just really have to be yourself. Because being feminine in the sports industry, you're still accepted. Because as for me, I'm the feminine type. But I can see that the fans, as well as the players, the organizers, they're all very accommodating, and that they will just accept you for who you are. After all, at the end of the day, that's the most important thing. You just stay true to your core, and whoever will love you, will love you.
I like that. Whoever will love you, will love you.
Wow, thank you, Miss Quezon Province. Africa, she is a public servant.
Public servant. Hi. Good evening, ma'am.
Yes. Good evening, Miss Rain. We've learned that you're an SK chairwoman in your barangay. Which is more fun for you, being an SK chairwoman or a beauty queen?
I think for me, it would be being the SK chairperson of my barangay, being a public servant. Although being a beauty queen is fun, because it's my first time, my very first pageant actually. So it's very new to me, but even though with the challenges, I'm still having fun, especially with the girls. The sisterhood is really amazing and different. But being a public servant, being able to help my community, it's nakakataba siya ng puso. Yes, that's why I would enjoy more in being a public servant.
Wow, thank you so much, Miss
That's awesome.
Marikina City. Miss
How are you? Good evening. Take Maria's microphone because I'll be the one who will be asking you the question. How are you feeling, first of all?
I'm doing great, and to stand here right now in the middle of Mall of Asia Arena with a lot of people, with a lovely panel of judges, and 2 amazing hosts, I feel so great.
Thank you. You get plus 10 points for that one. Now, from your intro video, we learned that you're a free diver.
Yes.
So, how does one breathe underwater and not forget, like, all her bad memories and stuff? Because, you know what I mean? Yeah. You're not breathing underwater, you know, how do you forget that bad memory?
Well, it's actually called free diving because you have to have one full breath, and then you dive in the waters. And once you're there, you will see the beauty of the marine life, and then you will feel this solitude. And that's going to realize that the water, the land, and the air, they're all connected, and that we should all be responsible and to always think in all the things that we do. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Marianelle from Baguio. Plants trees, does beach cleanup, drive, advocate for children's welfare. You're really busy, huh? So now, our research says you've participated in tree planting programs. If you were to choose one type of tree to plant, what would that tree be and why?
If I were to choose one type of tree, it would be a Nara tree. Because as we all know, Nara is strong, it's resilient, and in the Philippines, we are often faced with typhoons. And I believe that through Nara trees, through planting trees, then we will be able to be safe and preserve our mother nature. And just as a Nara tree, I resonate because I know that
through resiliency, you can achieve anything and you can conquer any hurdles that come in your way. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that wonderful answer. Thank you. Cindy, Christine.
Wow, Miss
I like this.
Chagas.
Dancer, singer, host, volunteer. You have a lot, but I see this. You're diagnosed with hyperthyroidism.
Yes, I am.
Wow.
It's
So
actually my advocacy.
that is your advocacy. Can you just please enlighten us just a bit about that?
So I have hyperthyroidism, which is the overstimulation of the thyroid stimulating hormone in the body. And because the thyroid gland affects our metabolic processes, it actually gives me anxiety, jitters. So to step out of my comfort zone and start this advocacy that is not actually well known in the Philippines. There is no solid NGO that is focused on thyroid diseases. That's why it's the perfect platform to bring it to Miss World.
Well, welcome and thank you for joining and making all of us aware about this. But this is my actual question, okay? Because you said here that you're also a host. As an event host and performer, what is your dream event?
My dream event? Next year's Miss World Philippines.
Wow. Parang inaangkin niya na yung corona ngayon din eh, no? She wants to come back, the reigning queen. Okay. Full of confidence, and that's what we're looking for. Thank you so much, Ms. Quezon City.
Thank you so much, Miss Quezon City. And I'm rooting for you because last edition of Miss World, I was also a candidate.
Hey, thank you once again. Maraming salamat.
Gabrielle Marie Lancer. You know, Billy, she is actually a biochemistry student. Did I get that right?
Yes, I am. I'm a first-year college student taking up BS Biochemistry as my pre-med.
Wow, and how are you coping with your studies so far during the pageant?
So in terms of coping with my studies, I'm actually keeping with it as during this pageant as well. And keeping up with my academics is not something first-hand for me. I'm also a working student. Like a lot of other beauty queens, I host, I model as well. So competing in a pageant is nothing new while having academics for me. Really about time management. And although I'm young, I think I got a pretty good gist on it.
I just love her energy, don't you? She's so bubbly. Thank you so much, Miss Manila.
Thank you, Miss Manila. Good evening, Patricia. Now, we've learned that you have a hearing impairment. Now, okay. Now, if you would be given an hour of perfect hearing, you can hear absolutely everything. Which OPM artist concert would you choose to listen to and why?
I grew up listening to MYMP, and I would listen to them for hours. And I just hope I can sing along to it and know every lyric and word to it so that I can sing my heart out. But aside from Filipino pop, I would probably choose Taylor Swift.
Oh, Taylor
Yes,
Swift.
I am a big Swiftie, so I wish I could hear more so that I could actually relate to the song and understand.
Thank you so much for that answer. Taylor Swift from Cebu. Sophie,
Yes.
tourism student
Cebuana.
and jiu-jitsu athlete. Oh my goodness, free diver as well, and obviously a model. So, you're here as a beauty queen. Now, apart from being a beauty queen and a student at the same time, you also model, free dive, all of the above, and practice jiu-jitsu. Okay, how many hours of sleep do you get in a day?
Honestly, I've been getting like 4 hours every single night, but that's because I'm busy with Miss World. I'm focusing on doing my best here and showing my supporters a good show, even though I tackle a lot of things on the side. What's best is whatever I give, at least I'm happy, then I'm good.
Multitasker, I love it. Thank you so much,
Thank
Cebu.
you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sophie.
Hi, Miss Ilo Ilo. The last time we met on stage, I announced you as the representative of your region. Wow! As a multimedia artist, how do you differentiate between graffiti as a form of vandalism and graffiti as a form of art?
Graffiti is a form of art because it is a self-expression. And graffiti is a vandalism if we will do that art in private places. And I believe art is subjective. We should have to consider in being a responsible artist. And of course, we can enjoy our passion while being responsible. Thank you.
Wow! Thank you, Iloilo City.
Viewers, good evening.
Good evening. Miss Zambales is a boxing and Muay Thai. Wow, enthusiast. She's an online streamer and a graduate of culinary arts. What don't you do? As an online streamer, do you believe online gaming helps people cultivate their creative juices or not?
Naniniwala ako na ang gaming ay nakakatulong din because dito namin ay lalabas lakas, like fighting skills namin. Kasi dito meron siyang teamwork, hindi lang basta-basta naglaro ka. Ginagamit mo rin talaga yung skills mo dito and utak mo. And it's like teamwork na hindi pwede na isa lang. Kailangan teamwork kayo. That's it.
Wow, there is no I in team. Thank you, Miss Zambales.
Thank you, Ms. Zambales.
Wow, and I believe...
Is it my time? Good evening, Rihanna. Are you feeling okay?
Yes, I'm feeling really grateful and excited.
Awesome. Well, I hope you're excited for this question because many Filipinos still see a fair complexion as desirable. As a proud morena, if you were to create a campaign promoting self-love and acceptance of all skin tones, what tagline or slogan would you choose?
I would choose "You are enough." I think this is a tagline or a line that we should really remind ourselves every day that you are enough. Whoever you are, whatever background you are from, whatever mistakes you have gone through in life, you always have a purpose, and so live it out because you are enough and you are loved. Thank you.
Awesome. That's absolutely right. We are
Very well.
enough. Hi, Jasmine. Wait, is it true? Good evening.
Maria.
Yeah, I was just reading this in pilot, and a private pilot at that. Okay, and a host and model. All right. A lot of skills here. Being a pilot, you experience the world from definitely a unique perspective. Can you share a moment from your flights that inspired you, and why is that?
One inspiring moment when I was flying, or when I was still a student pilot, was when I get to take my first takeoff without a flight instructor. And that was a breakthrough for me because I was released. And you know what my flight instructor said? Okay, I will translate it for everybody. Said, you just take care of your life. I don't care however you land, you just have to be alive. And that really pushed me. And you know what? After 8 touchdowns, I made it, and now I'm a private pilot.
Awesome. That's my dream.
Congratulations and thank you,
Thank you
Mr.
very
Black
much.
Province. You know,
Hello. Good evening, Nikki.
Hello, Billy. Hello, Maria.
All right. We learned that you were diagnosed with Hashimoto's disease. Now, can you share with us what is Hashimoto's and how do you manage to overcome its challenges, especially during the pageant?
Hashimoto's disease is an autoimmune disease that makes you challenged in mental health. It makes you gain weight and also makes you forgetful. But when I went through that, I reminded myself that I can do better, I can be better, and I can also do better for my friends, for my family, and the people that I affect. So I've decided to do better each and every day, to look at the beauty in life, and because of that, because of those trials, I'm standing here trying to conquer my dreams in front of all of you in Moa Arena. And well, of course, within the pageants, I just remind myself to do my best, that it's okay. If there are days that I feel tired and there are days that I don't feel myself much, but as long as I'm here, I'm doing my best. And I'm also helping my fellow sisters, and I think that I'm doing good. Thank you.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. And we hope you recover and you will be fine throughout the competition.
Etc. Wow, she is a working student, scholar, a basketball player, and an advocate of good skin. In your intro video, you mentioned that you've struggled with acne before, right?
Yes.
In your opinion, do you support or oppose the use of social media app filters?
Well, as someone who suffered from acne, severe acne and skin allergies for 10 years, I have lost my self-confidence, but the fact that I've learned how to accept my own skin, I have inspired a lot. But in terms of the use of the social media apps, in terms of enhancing our own skin, I don't see any problem with that. As long as we're happy, we feel beautiful, and we feel confident of what we do. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ms.
Thank you.
That's
Bicol. Bicol region, Chien, right? Chien. I love the first thing I'm reading right now. It says, nerd. Speech language specialist. Okay, as a self-proclaimed nerd, I haven't heard this before. What advice would you give to the Gen Z individuals who feel pressured by their peers to be cool or by rebelling?
Well, that was a revelation. I've been a nerd since I was a kid. Well, honestly, I've always wanted to be part of the cool kids. And I was always ashamed that I was always in class or studying, but then I realized that the most important thing is to be yourself. And it's important that you like what you do, because at the end of the day, what's important is how much you enjoy what you do. Thank you.
That's absolutely true. Thank you so much.
there you go. Congratulations.